Directors of the Bellevue School District, and this hearing is slated to start at 3:45 p.m. Before we start, we are asking our Deputy Superintendent, Melissa DeVita, to give a brief presentation on the nature of and the purpose of the bond. Deputy Superintendent DeVita.
Thank you very much. So we are required by state law to hold a public hearing on any resolution that will modify the use of a district's general obligation bonds. The board does have the ability to change the use of bond proceeds, but after a public hearing is held, and that is the purpose of this public hearing today. We are asking the board to modify the use of the 2020 bonds to include the potential use of facilities that the district already owns for some of the schools that we are originally looking at rebuilding. So that is the purpose of this hearing today, is for anybody to comment on those from the public.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to ask if there are any speakers. If so, could you please either identify yourself online by raising your hand, or if you're here in the room, please raise your hand and step forward. I'm calling again for any speakers. We're prepared at this time to take testimony from any members of the public who wish to speak specifically to this resolution. If any members of the public are ready, we would take 2 minutes of testimony to speak to the resolution. So I ask again, are there any members of the public who wish to testify, either online or here in the room? And can I ask our tech assistant, Greg, is there anybody who's identified themselves online?
Lauren Gray.
Okay, if we can please have a clock set, we can hear from Ms. Gray if she'd like to speak. Okay, as soon as your audio is enabled, Ms. Gray, the clock will start and you can go ahead and speak. Thank you. Thanks for your patience.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for letting me talk today. I guess I just wanted to I don't really have anything planned. I just kind of raised my hand first off, but I was at every meeting about the school consolidation for the elementary schools. And I had no idea that this meeting was even coming about. And so I don't really feel like the public and the parents are getting any information from the district or really the board about when meetings like this are going to be held. And so the general consensus is it just seems to be a little bit secretive. Now, I know that's probably not what you guys are intending on, but I just really feel like the communication to the community can be more clear and consistent. And then I thought the reason why we hadn't sold the bonds originally was because enrollment was declining and we have a big budget crisis. So I guess I'm just a little, and not just me, there's other people out there too, that are a little, they just don't understand why all of a sudden now we're not in a budget crisis and we're going to be selling the bonds again. So I guess basically I just wanted to say the more communication, the better. And if there's a way of pushing more communication out to the community about what these meetings are about, why all of a sudden after consolidating our schools, the elementary schools, now is it a good and convenient time to be selling these bonds? So, but that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We, as a matter of course, proceed. We will start to ask again if there's any other members of the public who wish to speak to this specific resolution. If so, please identify yourself either online or here in the room. Okay, I believe that was my third time, but just in case, I will ask one more time, is there any member of the public who wishes to speak tonight to the topic of the resolution modifying the use of proceeds from bonds? Okay, at this time, we adjourn this session, and our regular school board meeting will begin as planned at 4:30 p.m. Thank you. This meeting is adjourned.